What is good, guys? It is Monster Chappie. We're back today for some more streamed gameplay, and in this video I have the Giants and we're taking on the Packers. Now first off, if you've been missing the streams, I want you to go ahead and check out the link in the description as well as the annotation. That will be linked to the Twitch, twitch.tv/officialmonsterchappie. Go ahead and follow that bad boy right there. I will be streaming a lot more games, and that will give you guys an opportunity to see me play live, which means that you'll be able to see all those adjustments, all those things in between, and all those little things that I do between plays that are not shown really on the feedback here on the gameplay. So if you're one of those people that really wants to see what I'm doing between plays to make adjustments to blitzes, to coverages, etc., definitely do that, and that would be a good way to go. And also follow my Twitter. I'll have a link in the description for that as well, because I will let you know which game I'm streaming. Sometimes I stream Madden, sometimes I stream Battlefield, etc. So just to know and be aware of what's going on there. Now, one thing I've been doing in the streams is letting you guys pick my teams, pick my playbook, pick my plays, all that good stuff. So you guys get to basically control everything. So you get the opportunity to see how I would adjust out of any basically play or scheme or something like that. And it's really nice feedback from you guys, get to interact with you guys, and it's a great way for us to both become better players, learn how to adapt and adjust out of pretty much anything. And I think that's a really good way to go to increase your game. You can just kind of random it, wing it, if you will, or Ask Madden-ish type game, if you will. And it's definitely a lot of fun there. So it's definitely something I've been learning from, and it's definitely something you guys can have the opportunity to share in my experience with me. Now, with that being said, there's been a lack of videos, and that's not without some sort of purpose. What I've been working on lately is a new offense, a new offensive scheme. It just kind of reached a point where I was running the same thing for so long that it hit that wall. I just hit that wall where you just kind of get stagnant. You get sloppy, you get bored, and just things just aren't working effectively. It's like you got a good system, but you've been using the system for so long that it's just, it's just bored, repetitious, it's all that stuff. So you're no longer creative, you no longer are making your best reads, all that stuff kind of just fell into that category. Whenever you're building an offense, when you're first building it, you got a bunch of ideas, you're building, as you're practicing it, as you're playing and all those things, and you're making those adjustments, seeing what people are doing, you get better and better and better at running the scheme, and you just continue to get better. And then after that point, you've perfected your scheme, you've run it for a while, and everything's going good, and then eventually you're going to hit a point where, dang, I'm just hitting the wall. Like, I'm running the same scheme I was running a week ago. It was working so great. Now the same scheme isn't working. It's not that you become a worse player or anything, but it's just probably becomes stale. And once things become stale for you, I definitely recommend switching it up, whether it be switching up the scheme entirely, switching up playbooks, switching up how you run it, whatever it is, you got to make some sort of minor tweak. Otherwise, you're going to stay in that little slumpish type thing you're going to have offensively, and things are going to get really boring for you. So not only will they be boring for you, but it will also just make you a less creative player, and it will also make you more predictable and just not make as good as reads as you possibly could had you otherwise switch things up. Now, one of the main reasons I'm switching up playbooks is because I started the year in Seattle, ended up switching to San Francisco once I got on next gen, but it was very similar to Seattle, the stuff I ran in Seattle. A lot of runs. It was a run-heavy, run-first offense, and there's nothing wrong with that. But there was one thing I noticed about my offense, and this is something that you can do to take your offense to the next level. Most guys think just because you're scoring, you have a great offense. Well, you may have a good offense, but let's remember Madden is an offensive game at the end of the day, so you should be scoring very consistently. But with that being said, the great offenses and the best of best offenses are guys that can control when they score. I know that sounds a little bit arrogant or whatnot, but it really isn't. People that have amazing offenses and they really know what they're doing, they are able to control when they score. So if there's 2 minutes left on the clock, they're going to use up the 2 minutes. If there's 1 minute, they're going to use it up. If there's 30 seconds, they're going to find a way to score in that 30 seconds. If there's 4 or 5 minutes left, they're going to find a way to chew up all of that clock and leave their opponent with no time if that's what they want to do. So being able to control that clock and control when you score is huge, and that's the next step for getting your offense to that next level, and it's definitely something I'm working towards achieving. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Again, be sure to follow the Twitch and Twitter to let you guys know when I'm streaming, and you can catch all the adjustments and things like that live, as well as pick my plays, my teams, my formations, all that stuff, and I really get to see how I adapt given any circumstances. But until the next time, guys, I hope this is something that you guys enjoyed. And until the next time, it's your boy Monster Chappie. We gone!